What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great day. This is actually a video of the 3 things that I don't like about the 2020 Honda Civic Sport. And let's get right into it. The first thing I don't really like is this car is really low to the ground. Like, I drove a Passat before. If you've seen the other video of 5 things that I do like, I mentioned that. And this thing is lower to the ground than that is. I am 6'2", so I have to like heave myself out when I put my foot on the pavement. I really have to try to get out. I do have to admit it has a lot of headroom. Like, if you are tall, this is an amazing car for you in terms of headroom. If you are tall or older, this is not the car for you because it's so low to the ground. And I've had multiple people that I've already driven in this car complain about how low it is and how much of effort they have to do to get out. So that's the first thing that I really don't like about this car. The second thing is the cup holders in the back. Let's get into that. As you can see, this is the back seat. Pretty standard, except what's not standard is there's nothing here in the center console for the back seat in terms of cup holders. There is no armrest that pulls down. The only thing that you have in terms of a cup holder would be possibly in the door. That's about it. That is not very good. All you could have done is spend, $50 Honda to put in some cup holders. I know I had someone in the back seat recently that had a smoothie and they had to hold it in their lap because I didn't have any cup holders for them to put their cup in. So do not eat or drink in this car, especially drink, because you can't put your cup anywhere. And that's crazy to me that they didn't think about just putting in some random little feature like a cup holder. So that's number 2. My number 3 complaint about this car would be when you do the remote start, it actually doesn't turn the airflow on necessarily. Like, it doesn't have, if I were to turn the car off with the air on high and I do the remote start, that air doesn't come on until I'm actually physically in the car, put my foot on the brake, press the engine start button, and then it actually turns on. And it's kind of weird because you would think that with a remote start option, every feature that you had on previously would just come on. If I had the defrost on for the front or the rear, before I, again, turn my car off, I would expect that when I hit remote start, I don't actually have to be in the car for the defrost to go on in the front or the back. That's kind of a weird thing. You could have just added it so that way the second, you hit remote start, the car just starts the way that you had it before. Whether you had warm air, cool air, air on high, air on low, something like that. So that's a really annoying feature. Anyway, those are the 3 things. There's not really too much to complain about in this car. It's a beautiful car and I really like it a lot. So with that, hopefully you do subscribe and go watch the other 2020 Honda Civic Sport videos that I have. And let me know what you want to see and what you want to hear about as far as this car goes. If you're interested in it, I personally really have a good time watching YouTube videos because it makes my decision easier on whether or not I want to get the car. I watched a ton of them before I even, got this car. So with that, have a great day.